Hi, it's Rana, and today I have a layout for the Iron Crafters Challenge. This is a hop that we have every month. It's hosted by Tara O'Rourke from the Paper Snob community. Today, our mystery ingredient is brads. So I have pulled out some brads there. I also have that stitching template. I have a whole bunch of pictures from my granddaughter's first birthday, and she's getting ready to turn 3. I figured it was time to get these scrapbooked. I pulled out my Color Rush Studio kit for May. I have that full sheet. I have a bunch of scraps, and I'm going to use this for a layout today. And I have a couple of sheets of white cardstock that I'm also going to need for this layout. So I started out by cutting those scraps into 1.5-inch strips. Some of them I cut down to 3 inches. Some of them I just left what they already were. And I'm punching all of those to give me a little banner piece because for a birthday, I figured that would be fun. So I'm going to go ahead and make them all the same size. Some of them, like I said, I had already cut down, so those were already right. And then I'm also going to use this border punch, and I really like this one. I don't pull it out very often. It's a nice big scallop, and I thought it felt appropriate for this layout. So it takes me a minute to get this all punched, but I'm going to do 2 of these, and you'll see why here in just a minute. For using a border punch, they always say to start in the middle of your paper. So I kind of measured my paper and started in the middle, tried to line it up with the little edges, and I missed a little bit right there. I ended up, I don't know if it was on that one or the other one. I think the other one was good, but I think I did recut one of them after I got going. I decided there was a little, I didn't like how the end was, and then I also had that one spot which was in the middle and would have been covered up and it wouldn't have made any difference, but I still went ahead and redid it as I was going. I thought, oh, that didn't look very good, so I just cut it off and repunched. I mean, it takes up an inch of paper, it's fine. But I cut both of those to an inch. And then I wanted to lay my papers out with the strawberries across the bottom and then the plaid. And then I was going to have the border right over top of that so that it sort of looks like a 3-tier cake. That's my idea here as I'm going. And I spread this. The scrap that I had of the plaid wasn't, quite as big as the other one, but I thought once I put the border over it, you're not going to be able to tell. So I went ahead and left a little bit of white in between just so that it extended up higher. Make sure that was straight. I got my 1mm foam tape out, and then I was looking at the little border punch, and there's already holes on it. I couldn't not stitch it. Oh my goodness. I saw that and I was like, oh, I have to stitch this. I can't just leave this plain. That would be just terrible. The holes are already done. So I'm going to stitch it. I will not do it all on screen, but I just did a little back stitch. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. So yeah, I needed to stitch it. So I do the back stitch and I do the first little scallop border, and then I thought about connecting the two. There's a lot of space in between, so it would have gone straight across. I didn't really like it, so I just took it back out and then started with the next bump. And you can see there the finished product and how it is. I've did both of those. I'm going to lay my photos out and try and decide exactly how I want that. I thought and I already had these printed like this, and I was looking at it and I thought, oh my goodness, this would look really cute if it looked like a cake. And then I can just put the little banner above it. But then I found the stitching template with the one, and I decided I wanted it on here too. So in a minute, when I start laying the other things out, I'm going to decide that I need to have a few less banner pieces. But first, I'm going to try and see what fits here. And I thought about the little one right there, but I didn't really want the berry sweet to be above it. And the one kind of looks like it could be a candle for the top of the cake that I'm got going here, that I feel like kind of looks like a cake. So I decide I want the one right there in the middle, and I'm going to stitch it. And since it is on the top, I am going to add a little flame on top of the one so that it looks like a one birthday candle. So there's the stitching done. I'm going to go ahead. Of course, I did the same pink that I did on my borders. Trying to decide now, do I want to pop this up? Is that going to make my photos look weird? I do have my photos up on Fun Foam already also. And so I did go ahead and just put a little bit of that 1mm foam right down there at the bottom. And then I just did, the regular dot adhesive that I use at the top. So it's kind of flat at the top, and then the little bumps are raised just a little bit. Give me a little bit of a dimension there. And I did that on the top one. Love how that's looking. Just that little bit of adhesive going all the way across the top. And then I am going to also pull out some pom-pom trim, which when I first started looking at this, that's what I originally had planned to do, is put the pom-pom trim above it. But I kind of felt like it was getting a little too much. So I'm going to just nix the pom-pom trim. I'm also going to remove one of the banners on each side. So there's just going to be 3 on each side instead of 4. It fits a little better. I do have to wiggle things around 100 times to decide how I want them. Think about it for a minute. But I think that is right there. That is how I end up with them looking. And then I'll pull my photos back on. And yeah, the foam tape's already on there. I just have to glue it down now. And I still have been using up all of that cut up foam tape that I discovered in every area when I was doing my big cleanup and redo of my scrapbook room. Decided I had it a little bit too close to the top because I wanted those other pictures to slide under these 3 at the bottom. And for it all to fit with that stitching and everything, I needed that. This adhesive that I'm using there, I find that my regular adhesive does not always stick to the foam very well. If I get it to stick, it holds it down just fine. It's not the adhesive, it just doesn't like the foam tape. So I found this other one from scrapbook.com, and it does just go on the foam tape really easily. So I've been using that on the foam tape. I'm almost out. They emailed me today saying they're having an adhesive sale, so I will probably have to get some more adhesive because that's about gone. I got my brads on here finally because, it's all about brads today, and just now getting some brads on here, but they are going to be each of the corners of or at the top of each of my little banner pieces. And then I'm going to pull out my thread, and I will just run it right underneath and twist it around so it's secure on each one of the brads. It does make a banner super easy to do it like this. So I mean, I liked how that turned out. I just used plain white brads. I couldn't find a pink that matched the pink in this collection. And this the pink that's in this collection is literally the perfect color from this first birthday party, and I bought a bunch of the Doodlebug, collection that had all the little strawberry stuff, um, I don't know, last year, year and a half ago or so to do these pictures, but they don't match nearly as well as this collection does, but I'm not gonna have enough of it, so I may have to do some of the party in the Doodlebug because it is so cute. I hate not to. And I did use, like, literally every strawberry that I got. Well, not quite. I bought 2 packages of the strawberries, the little corduroy ones there, and I used the ones that matched. I think I have one more that still matches, and a different color pink, is what I had left, but it didn't match quite as well, so we'll see. We'll see what I do with the rest of the pictures because I do probably have another two-page spread that I could do with these same pictures, maybe even 3 pages. I could do, a facing page to this and then 2 more pages. I have all of the food that we made and how cute it was all decorated and all of that, and so, yeah, surely some of it will work fine with the Doodlebug. Just going ahead and gluing these. I've never used these little pieces like this, these little corduroy, things from Color Rush yet, so this is my first time trying those. So hopefully that glue, that Nuvo Deluxe glue will stay good. Right now it seems like it's staying really well, so liquid glue usually does pretty well with that kind of thing. So check out the playlist below. Tara always puts that together. You can see what everybody else is doing with their brads. And I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.